Hello, my name is Noah Ambrosio, and today the nature of topic I'm going to talk about is soccer. The feeling of soccer, like they just say we have professionals. They have to train and eat healthy to play before a game. It's like ridiculous what they have to do. They have to eat healthy, make sure they don't eat nothing bad, and make sure they get like 10 hours of sleep before playing. And then before playing, they have to eat something very light like pasta or something. And then the pressure they have to play with the crowds is just it's crazy. If you ever like YouTube a video of crowds of England, it's ridiculous. It's like I don't even know how they play with that much pressure, but it's crazy. But how like I play and how like I feel about the whenever I have a game, I get very nervous. I get anxious. I start thinking the scenarios that what's gonna happen and most likely gonna happen. And before a game, I go off focus and hope for the best, and I pray. And during the game, um, I it's just 100% focus. I do not care what people are saying to me, and the only thing I care is just how can I help my team win? How can I communicate better, or what can I do and improve on? Because if I don't not communicate with my teammates, it could be bad, bad, bad. That could probably cost us the game if all of us don't communicate. Um, it's just a sport. It's a team sport, and I feel like it's more a team sport instead of like all the sports in the world. Um, the leagues in soccer, professional soccer wise, there's a lot. There's Mexican League, the MLS, La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Serie A, and the Premier League. And the Premier League is the best league in the world. Like it's crazy, but I feel like the U.S. has potential to become one of the biggest leagues, but at the same time, not really. And the reasoning is the how much money we have to pay to just play soccer as like a 5-year-old to a 12-year-old, or like 5 to like 18. It's just ridiculous how much you have to pay in 1 month, and that 1 month payment is probably like 600 to 800, and that most of us that's rent for a family, and that's just ridiculous. And a lot of people are trying to change that, but it's very hard. And the way how the us the US kids to go professional is really hard instead of like in Europe, because after high school it's very very hard to get into a college just to play soccer. And after that it's either you have to be in D1 and get drafted, or you have to be really good and leave the United States. And I feel like that's one of the main problems here. I feel like there should be a lot of scouts and scouting the kids and preparing them to become professionals. What they do in Europe, they have youth academies, and the clubs support their education and their training. And I feel like that's big. Um, and I want to say that soccer is the biggest sport in the world, and I'm not saying that in the U.S., but in the world overall, because I know in the U.S. like it brings up it brings up around like the Super Bowl by itself. It brings up like 2.3 million views, maybe a little bit more. Also with the World Series and the championship, just a World Cup that is played every 4 years brings billions. Like I think 2 billion, 3 billion, just to watch a World Cup final. And I feel like that's ridiculous. That's like something that is like unheard of, you know. And just also the Champions League is also one of the biggest cups in the world, and it's more bigger than the Super Bowl again. the World Series and the NBA championship combined. I think it's just involves with the best teams in the world, the big leagues in the world. Like I said, like the most Champions League winners is 13, and that's Real Madrid. That's that's my favorite team. But Real Madrid, Juventus, Milan, Manchester United, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, they're just teams that won it a lot. And there's teams that they have money, but they have never won it, like Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. Manchester City is one of the biggest clubs and most richest clubs, and they've been trying to win one for the last 10 years, and they've been struggling, and I feel like that's gonna probably change this season. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, but that's what I talked about today. My topic, just how players feel before a game, how I feel before the game, the leagues and around the world, the growth of soccer in the U.S. has big potential, but things have to change for that to become reality. How much is it just to play soccer in the U.S.? It's ridiculous. The big two tournaments in the world, bigger than the U.S. And the teams that won the most trophies in the Champions League. And yeah, this was my speech. I hope you guys really enjoyed it.